Hello, Libra. Thank you so much for being here with me again. All right, you guys. So I think that some of you are probably dealing with some people that have some issues with the fact that you have some good things going on in your life here. Now, from Lay Vampire, you pulled jealousy, envy, punishment, and changing course. And then from Chakra Wisdom, you pulled passion. Now, here's the thing with jealousy. This is not about you being jealous of other people. This card very specifically talks about people being jealous of you and wanting to punish you for all the good things you have. This card is saying that you need not accept what they're saying about you, that you are beyond their judgment, that their words are crap, and that you are a trustworthy and beautiful soul. But I think the reason why you're facing this right now is because of passion showing up here. Now, the card at a glance says that this card indicates creative focus and an ability to ignite the passion necessary to manifest what you desire. It really is about feeling good about your passions, but it's also about following your instincts and knowing intuitively what is right for you, right? But it is about taking a stand and following your passions. So for some of you, you're just dealing with some nonsense here. Here we go. Here is your overall for the week. The sun, the sun. I love it. I love it. The sun being the signifier on this, one can be saying that what you're doing is revitalizing you and rejuvenating you. You feel good. You look good. Or we're saying, or for crying out loud, if I could talk right, we're seeing everything under the light of the sun. We're seeing everything as it is. But no matter what here, normally when the sun comes through, it's one of those things where no matter what is going on, you're going to be fine. I don't necessarily feel like this is an ego thing. I kind of felt like that last week with Aries, but I don't think that that's the case. And it could just be a situation here where you're just seeing things clearly now and better able to decide what is right for you. Now, in the past, speaking about seeing things for what they are here, the Seven of Cups. So in the past, we're talking about fantasy land, wishful thinking, not making things reality. Now for some of you, you could have had, several different options, which is very much a part of this card. But really, it's about, when you look at your emotional attachment to the choices that you have, we tend to fantasize about what could be. But the thing is that that's not really realistic. I mean, you're not going to know for sure until you pick something and you go with it, right? But, again, with the sun being there, there's clarity now. Now, in the present, so for some of you, it may be clarity as far as what you're going to do in terms of work. With the Eight of Pentacles being in the present, though, somebody's busting their ass, right? Working really hard. The Eight of Pentacles, though, I like in terms of the fact that usually this person is pretty happy with what they're doing. They've got a skill. They know how to use it. There's the financial aspect that comes through on this. But for some of you, it could be a situation here where, you may not have known where to put your talents in, right? Libra, why? The Ten of Swords. So now, if we're talking about work or if we're talking about a relationship here, when you're looking at the Ten of Swords in future conditions, it may be something that doesn't work out well, which bothers me. And it may be one of those situations here where with the sun, I hate saying it, it's almost like it's meant to be here so that you can kind of get back to yourself and feel better about this situation. I mean, with the sun being there, definitely could suggest that you're being drained by a situation with everything you've got going on here, right? But I'd like to think, that we're getting, a clearer understanding that maybe a situation isn't working out and it needs to be over with. But you've put in a lot of effort, though, with the Eight of Pentacles being there. But maybe with the Seven of Cups being above this, it wasn't the right thing. Like, it wasn't the right way to go, almost. But, oh man, with the Ten of Swords, it could also suggest, though, coming out of this, that there just needs to be an understanding that a situation is over with and, you getting back to the mental clarity, right? But I don't like the progression of it, because if you're putting in all this work and then you just end up flat on your face, it's, a horrible feeling. Your best path to follow, the Six of Wands. So, you know, as far as that goes, I almost feel like, especially with the sun being there, that this is like telling you that you need to continue the work that you're doing the right thing, that you're doing a good job, that you're going to receive the recognition that you deserve. You know, continue working at what you're working at here. You know, but then I look at the Ten of Swords and I'm like, well, why? You know? And I don't so much feel like this is a situation where you're taking for granted, you know, the recognition that you have received. I don't think that that's it at all. You know, I'm still looking at that Ten of Swords going, what the hell? Why? You know? But I do think that with the Six of Wands, the very first thing that came to me was we need to continue. You can't, you know, give up on this just because one situation didn't work out. You may have, you know, more options that you can go back to, though, with the Seven of Cups still coming through. You know, and again, this could be work or a relationship, but with the sun being there, I keep going back to that. It's like, it doesn't matter. Like, you're going to be fine. And you're still going to see everything for what it really is. Now, okay. That bothers me even more. The Four of Wands. Being in your environment connected with the Eight of Pentacles is telling me that you've put in a lot of effort here to create stability. And, you know, this could be within a relationship. A lot of times, you know, the Four of Wands comes up when people are living together or buying a home together, you know, and then with the Ten of Swords coming out, it could suggest moving out, right? Things not working on that level. But the Four of Wands is about reaching a milestone, right? You've gotten to this point. It's time to celebrate. And you've put in a lot of hard work here. But then you have the Ten of Swords, and it's like, well, what the hell? Strength. Your hopes and fears, strength, having the strength to continue. You know, and it makes me wonder if you knew, like if you could see it coming here, that a situation was going to end. Like you knew eventually it wasn't going to be able to continue, like something about it just wasn't right. But yet what you're doing is the right thing. Like I'm telling you, right? Like you need to continue here. I don't think that it's something you should give up on. And that's really what strength is saying though too. You know, you pulling on that inner strength to continue here. When you get to the eights, right? It's all about that like inner reserve to push forward and to continue until you get to the 10, right? But I worry a little bit here with the Four of Wands because, you know, for you to immediately go from this to this, you know, but again, it's like you got to keep doing what you're doing. You're doing the right thing, you know, and I think for some of you, it may have been like a situation that you just needed to like finish out and it may have been painful. And then coming out of this, the Six of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. So there may have been a situation that needed to end because you weren't receiving, I feel like, what you deserved out of this, especially with the Six of Wands being the best path to follow and you needing to continue. You know, and again, we could be talking about work or a relationship here, but I think for some of you, you realize that one situation needed to end. I mean, you see it for what it is. You understand it. It has to be over with. I don't necessarily feel like it's you falling flat on your face. You know, I worry about that though, that some of you may feel like that, especially after reaching a milestone, you know, but I think ultimately here, it's really about you receiving what you deserve for the work that you put through and seeing that and understanding that. Okay. So now normally, you know, as far as relationship goes, when I see the Queen of Pentacles, I automatically think of a woman who doesn't need anybody to help her. You know, she's able to work, pay her own bills, you know, maintain comfort in her own home and make sure everybody's taken care of. You really don't need it, but then do you want it, right? But then also we could be talking about the work that you do and you deserving more than what you got credit for. Now, as far as the Knight of Wands, right? Talking about passion. This could definitely be talking about you moving forward with passion, which is fantastic. But it could also point to something that was in and out of your life that may have like put a bump in the road, so to speak. You know, the Knight of Wands doesn't really look at the long term. The Queen of Pentacles does, though. So, you know, it makes me wonder, what was it that came in and out? You know, was it a job that you didn't get the proper recognition for? Or was it a relationship here that just, you know, somebody didn't really commit? And then you have the Hierophant, and the Hierophant does talk about commitments, you know. And more so than anything, the Hierophant coming out on this to me is saying that, you know, we want to stick to the traditions here. You know, I don't think that you're looking to do things like outside the box. And I don't think that that's the right way to go because, you know, again, the Six of Wands is saying that you keep doing what you're doing, right? The Hierophant really does talk about doing what you know works for you. But I also think that it's going to have to do with a commitment, especially with the Four of Wands. And possibly somebody being in and out here and not, you know, putting in the effort, but you're okay. Like, I feel like you're okay with the Queen of Pentacles showing up out of this. Like, it's fine. Like, if you can't live together, that's okay. Or, you know, if you have to end this situation, you're going to be fine. But either way, there's, you know, the need to continue, right? Like, to continue on. And it may be that, you know, if one situation didn't work out here, like, don't give up, right? And then not only that, but when you're looking at the Six of Wands and you're talking about victory, you know, maybe you need to tap into that feeling if you know that you ended a situation that wasn't going to work out for you anyway. Because again, you're seeing everything for what it is. Wow. All right. We're going to take a look at the soul trees to see what other messages there are for you guys. But I'm looking at that Knight of Wands, and I don't necessarily feel like this is you going in and out on a situation here and it ending badly for you. I think more so it's about somebody else coming in and out. And then intuition, following your intuition. And again, with passion, knowing intuitively what is right for you, right? Heal heart and spirit so that you can make the most of your unique gifts and following your intuition. You know, and I really do think that for some of you, it's more of the realization that a situation needs to end. And you do what you need to do here. And with the Six of Pentacles coming out, it's all about, well, if you're going to make a new choice here and continue on, you know, we want things to be equal. But definitely your unique gifts, that shows up to me with, you know, the Eight of Pentacles, right? Because you're looking at somebody that really knows what they're doing. You know, so it's really about making the most of those unique gifts. But definitely paying attention to the intuition. Okay, we're going to take a look at Whispers of Love to see what messages there are for you guys in terms of relationships. You guys see me shuffle. You see me go through the deck here, and I'm seeing this one a lot. Focus on love. Look for the good attributes in each and every person in your life. And repeatedly I've been saying with this one, it really feels like, you know, if you dealt with assholes before, do not judge another person coming through because of them, right? Man. And what bothers me about it is the fact that people are dealing with assholes. And then, you know what? Oh, for crying out loud. Act as if your partner is here. Whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you so you will always consider them. This one is a continuous thing though too. And I think though for you, it's more about acting as if the right partner is here with you and attracting that into your life, but also needing, you know, to kind of put the asshole on the back burner here and not judge other people coming through because of what somebody else may have done to you. Wow, Libra. But, you know, again, with the sun being there, it's like you're okay. You're seeing everything for what it is. And I think that, you know, the choices that you make this week, even though you may not have been clear in the past, you have that now, right? God, if I could talk right. But again, with strength coming through too, you need to pull on that inner strength and continue to do the right thing for you, right? Like intuitively, you know what is right for you. And certainly don't pay attention to anybody that is trying to cause you problems or cause you unnecessary punishment because you have good things going on. That's a bunch of crap. But I do think that some of you are just done with the in and out and wanting things to be a little bit more fair and balanced. All right, Libra, so with the sun being front and center here, I do think that you're seeing everything for what it is now. Things are clear to you. And I think you clearly know what needs to be done with the situation here. Now, with the Seven of Cups coming through, it's one of those things where, you know, in the past you were hoping, wishing, and thinking about what options you have as far as how, you know, we can make things work. And here you are putting in the effort and busting your ass, especially toward a commitment here with the Four of Wands, but busting your ass towards stability. And then, you know, you move into the Ten of Swords. But I think it's because, you know, this is a one-sided situation here and you're done with it. You're done with busting your ass. You're done with putting in so much effort here. And I think that you're calling this situation, I think for some of you, it's a painful call. Now, you know, with the Six of Wands, I really do think that you're doing the right thing and you need to continue doing the right thing for yourself, right? I'm seeing this more as the sense of victory coming through here, you know, and again, you're seeing things clearly, but with strength being here, definitely needing to put forth the strength to continue this, especially if you've made the choice now to end this situation. And I think coming out of this, you're okay. Like, seriously, you're fine. No matter what happens, you're going to have security and stability in your life. So you're good to go, but somebody else either needs to shit or get off the pot is what it feels like, right? The Knight of Wands is not looking at the long term. This could be talking about a one-sided situation, somebody coming in and out of your life and you needing to have a commitment here with the Hierophant, right? And what makes it more difficult is, you know, whispers of love. But at first here, right, like jealousy and passion. As far as, you know, people being jealous of your passion and you following your passions, then they're garbage. You don't need that in your life. And I don't get it. Like, I don't understand it. It drives me nuts why people would be jealous of other people. Wouldn't it make more sense to be happy for somebody? Because isn't that what you want for you? Isn't that what you would wish for yourself? But yet we still deal with people that don't look at things that way. And instead, they would rather act like assholes. Now, as far as the soul trees go, and I'm sorry guys, I go off on a rant because it bothers me. I just wish people would treat each other better. Heal heart and spirit, unique gifts, and your unique gift is your intuition and knowing when a situation needs to be over with, no matter how painful it may be for you. But you're going to heal your heart and your spirit by doing this. Now, again, dealing with assholes, and I really think it's about attracting the right partner into your life. But then being careful about, you know, judging them based on what you've experienced before, right? And then not only that, but seeing the good in everybody. But, you know, Libra, especially for those of you who are dealing with a relationship, I really think it's about a one-sided situation that you're done with. And I think you're the one that's calling it this time.